open your file part 1. You should have 2 versions of your design, and we're just going to make a copy of both of them to start to bring the design up into dimension. So to start, we're going to select both copies. Triple click the first one and then hold the Shift key down and triple click the second one. And then you're going to use the Move tool, that's the one with the 4 arrows, and you're going to click on the corner of the design and then click, meaning push down and release on the Option key, and then you're going to pull a copy of the design so that you have basically a duplicate of it. Then you're going to click the space bar and click away so that you deselect the copy. Next, we're going to rotate this. So pick one of your designs and you're going to triple click, and then we're going to use the rotate tool to rotate it. The rotate tool is underneath the move tool and it has concentric circles with the arrows on it. Click that and you'll notice that the direction is in the up position, and that's fine. We want to use that. So click somewhere in the middle of this design, and it's a 3-click process. What that means is you're going to click to start and then pull right or left so that you're pulling on either the red or the green axes. So you should see it snap to red or green. And then you're going to click again, and then you're going to rotate the object 180 degrees. And you'll see that it says 180 down here, and you'll also see that the red line is parallel across both. And then you're going to click again to release the object. And so now you have one that's right side up and one that's that's upside down. Then click the space bar or the selection tool and click away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to weld the edges of your design. And if you haven't done it already, now is the time to do it. So we're going to triple click one of the pieces, and we're going to then put our cursor on the piece, right click, and go down to Weld Edges. And when you do that, you're going to click away and then do the other one. Again, triple click, right click with your cursor on either the surface or the line and go down to Weld Edges. Now we're going to add dimension to this. So we're going to triple click again, but this time we're going to use the push-pull tool, and we're going to click on the surface and pull up and then type in 1/8 inches, which is quotes, and click enter. SketchUp remembers what you did, so if you go over to the other one, you can just double click and it will raise it up to 1/8 of an inch, or you can repeat the process. So now we're going to group one of these together. So we're going to group this one on the left. In this case, we're going to triple click again. Now you can always go underneath. You want to make sure that you have that bottom piece also selected. Then you're going to put your cursor on the object, either on the surface or a line, right click and say make group. Or we might as well just group them both at the same time. We could also group this one. So I'm just going to make it a group just to be safe. Now I'm going to select both of these. I'm going to click once on the group on the left and the one on the right, and it selects everything because it's grouped. But first I'm going to pull a copy. So I'm just going to click that corner, click the Option key, and drag a copy. I'm doing this so that if I mess up, I have something to come back to. Now I'm going to rotate these. Both of them are selected, and I'm going to go back to my rotate tool, but this time I'm going to mouse toward the edge on the lower left-hand side or the lower right-hand side, and I'm going to use my right arrow key. If you notice, my right arrow key is making it so the selection is alongside the edge. And I'm going to do the same process. Remember, 3 clicks, or kind of 4. Click once to start, pull the arm out along the green or red axis, depending the direction you're going, and click again, and then rotate them upward 90 degrees. So now they're standing up and they are at 90 degrees, which means they're completely vertical. Next, we're going to click away to deselect them. We have to rotate one of these 90 degrees. So I'm going to actually do this one. I'm going to select it. I'm going to take my rotate tool, and this time I'm going to go up so that it's blue, because I want this to rotate around and not on the green axes. If I go here, it would be the green axes, and if I go to the right in this model, it would be the red, and I want this to be blue. So another way to control it, if you're having trouble getting it to be on the blue axis, is to use the up arrow key, and that will lock it onto the blue axis. Then I'm going to do that same process. Click to start, pull the arm out. You could bring it to the corner if you want, and then turn 90 degrees. And here, because it's grouped, even though it's intersecting this, it won't stick to it because the one here is grouped. So now I'm going to place them. Now we're going to use the move tool. The trick with the move tool is to always click on a corner and move it to a corner. So you can zoom in there. I'm going to click on this corner here, and then I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to place this. I'm going to zoom in so I can see where I'm going, because I want this corner to move to this corner. So I'm just going to kind of set it right there. And then I'm going to click both of these, holding the shift key. I'm going to click both, and I'm just going to kind of move those away a little bit so we can see this better. All right, so here I have my owl. It looks good. I can check how well this looks by using X-ray mode. So to do that, you're going to go up to, I'm sorry it's not showing here, but you're going to go up to View, Face Style, and go to X-ray. And now you can see right in there, and you can see that those surfaces in the middle are meeting. You can see if I pull these apart, and I zoom in here, you can see one is selected. I can pull them apart, but what we want is we want these two surfaces to be matching. So we're going to just bring that right down in there, and we can basically pre-engineer this so we can see that everything fits together well. I'm going to take it out of X-ray mode by going up to View, Face Style, and then unchecking X-ray.